Let's talk about color codes and healing. Best way to describe it is you think that each color has its own sort of personality, its own medicinal quality. And this is one of the key parts of working with a centering practice. So this is Sunday. This is Bless Club. For the indefinite future, I will be here same time, same place. We do the centering practice. We'll be here together about sometimes you can really hear the Canadian come through, can you? We'll be here for about 10 minutes. You can replay this. You can do the centering practice throughout the day, multiple times a day. You can sit with it and do it as a longer meditation. I walk you through everything. So we begin with setting your intention. Are you here to use the centering practice to heal something or to manifest, to create something? So healing or creating. Why do we make this choice? Because healing, letting go is really, it's the same power move to heal something and bring it into balance and to manifest and create something. Because with the centering practice, we work with breath and light and some color. It's all about lightening up the frequency. It's about raising the vibration of something. So it becomes less chatty and less heavy, becomes lighter, and you can actually attract what you want, right? Okay, so centering practice. Are you here to work with it, to heal something, or to manifest something? I'll set us up with a dedication of merit. Dedication of merit has been done for thousands of years, thousands of practitioners. And we're just offering like all the gifts and the goodness, the expansion, the balance that's coming from doing this practice to the benefit of all beings. Begin with dedication merit, then we'll move into the practice. We dedicate the merits of all practices, specifically the centering practice today, to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth. So be it and so it is. Okay, put your right hand on your heart just for a few breaths, and you just breathe in a little more fully than you normally would. Really getting your focus into your heart chakra. Deep, full breaths. Okay, and then place your hands wherever you'd like to have them. If you need more grounding, it's good to have your hands palms down on your knees. If you need a little more energizing today, it's early for some of us, palms upward. Or you could have them still on your heart chakra or in prayer. And you become aware that in your heart center is this golden quality of light. Luminous, unconditionally friendly. And then we're going to work with one positive memory or feeling. We get the mind to relax. So thinking about how much you love spring, thinking about Christmas, the person you love the most, how much you love generosity, how much you love kindness. How cool is kindness? So really high vibration, positivity. Happy Sunday, everybody. Getting the mind to relax. Okay, turn your attention again to the center of your heart, aware of that golden, luminous quality. And now you've set your intention. You want to heal something or you want to create something. You're going to bring that into the center of your heart. So you can see that as a symbol, as a sign, as a landscape, as a color. I often see things when I do the centering practice as a word, a sentence written in my heart. I'm very particular about it. Type size, font type. Breathing is natural, meaning you're inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Your mouth is closed. Whatever you brought into your heart center is relaxing. And then this is where you really do the energy work. We bring in color. I'll walk you through the colors. We're working with the full spectrum of light. There's really that rainbow, that prism. You're going to see the colors as if it's light shining through a stained glass window. I was just thinking this morning, you know, the cover of Pink Floyd's album where it's the prism with the light coming out. It's like that, but just a little more feminine. So light pinks, that fuchsia, really dynamic, all the colors you're bringing into your heart center. It's as if they're lit from within. And then you've got that light orange color, which is like this peach, very luminous. And then the gold's very shimmering, very much alive, very sparkly. And then minty greens, very luminous. It's that iridescent quality. Seeing a rainbow in the center of your heart. And then you've got the sky blue color, very light, very luminescent. And the final color in that full light spectrum is that very iridescent indigo. It's like a light lilac or lavender. So you just let that full spectrum of light, you're getting the full spectrum of healing codes. Whatever needs to be healed, that frequency, that medicine gets brought in by one and all of those colors. Whatever you've brought into your heart to vivify, to light up, to energize, because this is what you want to manifest. You want to give more energy to it. It's getting the full range of energy. Walk you through the colors one more time. Whatever's in the center of your heart is basking in these colors. This is you doing the energy work. We're working beyond the mind. We're working in the heart center. All change, all transmutation only happens in the heart. Let's bring in all the spectrum. Those pink colors, pink's really dynamic. Each color is on its own, it's individual, but it's from the same source, undulating. That light peach color, everything is lit from within. Shimmering gold frequency. This is really the color of manifestation. That minty green. So much healing happens with those greens. And that sky blue. It's radiant. It's luminescent. All the healing, all the raising of the vibration that you need is happening through all the color codes. And that indigo color, very, very cleansing. Light purple, luminescent. Whatever you brought into your heart for healing is resting. Whatever you brought into your heart for creating and manifesting, its vibration is raising. It's getting lighter. Take a few more breaths. A little more intentional than usual. Okay, one more breath. And you're going to wrap up your centering practice. And let me give you the key reminder. Just done the energy work, right? But just as important as this whole practice of working with breath and light and intention is to let whatever you brought into your heart for healing or for creating, just let it be there, let it rest. If you're working on manifesting, you don't have to go back and add more details. Like, oh, I should have asked for and should have. No, just let it be. Whatever you worked on for healing, just let it be. It's not shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just let it be. Leave it in the vastness of your heart. Your higher self is going to take care of it. It needs to relax. Relaxation allows for receptivity. Receptivity is the essence of creation. The divine wants to give you what you desire. So let it relax. Let the desires relax. And then we all know you got to let the chatty, neurotic, pained and painful stuff just relax so it doesn't influence your decision making. We dedicate the merits of the centering practice today to the awakening of all sentient beings and the healing and purification of Mother Gaia. Full faith, so be it, and so it is. Okay. 10 minutes in. That is the centering practice. Okay, now I'll get a little chit-chatty. If you want to bounce, because you did your Saturday, you did your Sunday. It's Sunday. If you want to bounce, now's the time to bounce. you want to hang out for some questions, I'm going to stay for a few more minutes. I want to talk a little bit more about color today. So, and I've talked about this before with respect to bless and release. So, the centering practice is always free. You can get it in writing, you can get it in audio. Go to daniellelaporte.com/bless, and it's always there. If you want to get reminders about the Bless Club, same time, same place every Sunday, go to daniellelaporte.com/bless club, and we'll send you a little notification 15 minutes in advance before we get together. Okay. The centering practice is core to my Bless and Release book, which we're self-publishing. So go get your copy. It's in audio, it's in ebook, daniellelaporte.com/bless. It's coming out in print in June, which you can order now. So as soon as it's off the press, it ships to you. Go tell your people, get your copies. Okay. Let me talk about color. So if you and I were to sit across from each other and intend to send each other color, either from our minds, our third eye, our crown chakra, our heart chakra, and if we had electrodes, it's called an electromagnometer, hooked up, the electromagnometer would show that as we send each other color, our brain waves start to undulate. They start to sort of pulse in the same frequency. We get into resonance. When we send each other color, so this is science, when we send each other color, we get into resonance with each other. When you work with color on your own, like we do in the centering practice, you are creating a nervous system balancing. You're creating a balancing event within your system. Color work is it. I mean, really, I can die happy if millions and millions of people, whenever they're in stress or they want to create something, they just remember, just breathe into your heart. Just breathe into your heart. But you would really want to become an energy worker. You're an energy worker anyway. You want to become more of a conscious creator. You breathe into your heart. You focus on your heart center and you work with color frequency. So if I say to you, what do you think of when I mention the color, you see the color red? Everybody's always got an answer, right? Red is passion. Red is anger. Red is fiery. Red is action. Red is stop. Red is intensity, right? What if I say, how do you feel when you think about the color pink? Love, right? Love, softness, femininity, sweetness. That's not just psychological coincidence. Every color on the full color spectrum has its own medicine, its own vibration, its own personality. Personality isn't quite the right word, but it gets the point across. So I did a colors class. It's actually somewhere in the membership. I did a colors class and we walk through the codes of each color. And this is why when we do the centering practice, we work with the full spectrum, full rainbow, the full prism. So you don't have to be in your thinking mind about what color do I need to manifest what I want to manifest? What color do I need to heal this particular thing? Just bring in all the colors. They all work. You're going to get what you need. They all work together. So instead of working with really intensified, saturated, deep, rich colors, too heavy, they're too heavy. We want to see the light spectrum as energized, as luminous. We want to work with the basic color range and we want to light it up. We literally want to lighten it up. We want it to be a lighter vibration. So that's why when we do the centering practice, I always add in the metaphor of imagine a stained glass window with light shining through it. That light that shines through, that quality is what you work with when you're doing healing or when you're doing manifesting. So the reds become fuchsias and those rich oranges become peaches and that heavy gold becomes light, shimmering, buttery gold. Deep blue is sky blue. I forgot green. That rich green, verdant grass green becomes minty. And that indigo color, those dark purples become iridescent. They become like lilac or lavender. So it's the full spectrum of color, that richness, but shimmery, iridescent. Okay, so lightening up, lightening the vibration. You lighten up the pain so it's not so chatty and heavy and dense. Oh, you lighten up the vision about what you want to create and manifest in your life so that it can move. All healing is about circulating energy, which is why healing something or manifesting something is the same power move. This is really the thesis of bless and release. You want to get out of pain, you got to move the energy. You want to manifest and magnetize something to you, you've got to move the energy. Yeah? Okay. Any questions before we wrap up on this Sunday? I'll wait for some questions to come in. And then just know that head to daniellelaporte.com/bless club if you want to get notifications 15 minutes before Bless Club. The only rule of Bless Club is you need to tell everybody about Bless Club. If you want to get Bless and Release, the book, please go get it. You get it in audio, you get it in ebook. You can order the print book that's on its way. daniellelaporte.com/bless. I will be here, same time, same place. Hey, Carolyn, every Sunday. Yeah? Okay. So to set you up for the week, you're feeling anxiety, centering practice. You want to manifest something, more clients, the love of your life, better health, all the things that we want, all forms of abundance, centering practice. You got to use the tools to remember that you have the tools when shit hits a fan. We forget, we get into anxiety or we get into like intense desire and we spin out a bit and we forget that, with some breath, with some focus on the heart center, doing the energy work, working with light, I can get through this. I can pull this in. I can be more receptive to what is meant to be. Yeah. So 12 times a day, if you need to do the centering practice, do it. If you want to work with it more deeply, you can do it as a meditation, 11 to 21 minutes. I'll give you a quick review before we go. You get clear. This is the centering practice. It's all free on daniellelaporte.com/bless, always. Centering practice will always be free. You get clear on what you want to heal or what you want to create. How are you going to use the centering practice? You get clear on... Sorry, I got distracted by a comment. Next colors class will likely be in June. Okay, so centering practice. You get clear on what you want to heal or what you want to create. You think of something positive to get your mind to relax. Think about how much you love, how much you love swimming, how much you love your dog, whatever it is. Just positive, just relax. Then you bring whatever it is that you want to heal. Then you think luminous heart, golden, beautiful, lit up, light. Then you bring whatever you want to heal or manifest into the center of your heart. You see it as a symbol, as someone's face, as a sentence written in your heart center. And then you work with full spectrum of color. Rainbow heart that up. Your breathing is natural. Inhale, exhale through your nose. Your mouth is closed. You work on this 2 breaths while you're walking, 2 breaths before you get out of the car, 2 breaths before you press send on the email. 21 minutes because you really want to saturate what you want to heal, regulate your nervous system, create more receptivity, create a stronger bridge between yourself and your higher self. And then that's a wrap. And then leave it be in the vastness of your heart. And that, my loves, is centering practice on this beautiful Sunday. I'm so glad you're here. I will see you same time, same place. I will see a lot of you. Oh, yes, you can work with a virtue. I forgot to do virtues today. Thank you, Lori Jolie, for bringing this up. Also, when you're doing the practice, in addition to color, you can bring in a virtue. What's a virtue? A virtue is, most of us just intuitively know what virtues are. Loving kindness, resilience, joy, generosity. A virtue is like a soul quality. You just bring that in, you visualize it, you intend it, you ask your higher self, you ask your divine guidance council to bring that quality of that energy into your heart. Compassion, forgiving, loving kindness. Yeah? Okay, I will see a lot of you on Tuesday. I'm doing a class called Publish for all forms of content creating. It's going to be juicy. It's actually not a class, it's like a tell all. I'm walking you through all layers of content creating, of books, what's happening with online classes and courses. For that, you can go to daniellelaporte.com/publish. All right, here's to a world where everybody remembers 24/7. Let's breathe into your heart. Okay, I love you and I'm so glad you're here. Okay, loves.